These are the Daily Tech headlines for Monday, July 22nd, 2024. I'm Sarah Lane. Over the weekend, Samsung announced it will no longer pre-install Samsung Messages on Galaxy devices, replacing it with Google Messages. Samsung has been slowly phasing out Samsung Messages since 2022 with the Galaxy S22 series, in step with Google's RCS push, which has better support for RCS. The change starts with the Flip 6, Fold 6, and newer models. Samsung didn't explicitly say whether this change was global or region-based, but Android faithfuls Michelle Ramon says that European and Canadian devices are still including Samsung Messages. Friday on DTNS, Tom gave a thorough explanation of what was going on with millions of Windows machines that crashed across the world due to a faulty update from CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike has since published a new remediation and guidance hub that collects details related to the update, including technical information on the cause, what systems are affected, and gives links to BitLocker key recovery processes and various third-party vendor pages. Over the weekend, Microsoft released a bootable USB key tool that automatically deletes the problematic channel file that caused machines to give you the blue screen of death. CrowdStrike is also warning that threat actors have been distributing malware using a malicious zip archive named CrowdStrike Hotfix Zip, and that organizations should take care to work only with CrowdStrike directly using official channels. Among the organizations most affected by the outage were airlines. Over the weekend, Delta Airlines continued to cancel flights, bringing the total of canceled flights to more than 5,000 by Monday. Delta also delayed another 1,700 flights, according to FlightAware. United Airlines canceled 9% or 266 of its Sunday flights as well, the second most among carriers. Reddit announced it has struck new deals with major sports leagues, including the NFL, NBA, and the MLB, in an effort to boost revenue. Reddit will show more game highlights as part of the partnerships, including behind-the-scenes videos and Ask Me Anything or AMA sessions with players. Advertisers on Reddit can show their ads alongside that video content posted by the leagues, and the information reports that Reddit will then share that ad revenue with the leagues themselves. On Thursday, July 18th, we learned that law enforcement hacking software company Cellebrite appeared to be unable to get into phones running iOS 17.4, as well as Google Pixel 6, 7, and 8 phones that had been turned off. Friday, we learned that Cellebrite gave the U.S. FBI unreleased software to unlock the phone of the person who shot former President Trump. Reportedly, it was able to unlock the newer Samsung phone in 40 minutes. Just over a year ago, Asus launched its portable gaming device, the ROG Ally, and now launched its successor, the ROG Ally X, which starts shipping today for $800. It has a 7-inch display with 1080p resolution and a 128Hz refresh rate. The main interface handles all the games that you might have installed from Steam, the Epic Game Store, or Ubisoft Connect. You have some control over things like joystick LEDs and gamepad profiles. RAM got a bump from 16 gigs to 24 gigs with a user-replaceable 1TB NVMe storage card. It also has an 80-watt battery, and the former eGPU port has been replaced by a standard USB Type-C with USB 4 support. Last week, the government of Bangladesh ordered mobile telecommunication providers to restrict network access for more than 24 hours during student protests that have so far resulted in multiple deaths and hundreds of injuries. The move followed several days of social media restrictions. The protests are in relation to a quota system for government jobs. As of this recording on Monday, the internet remains down for a 5th day. And finally, for those of us who fondly remember our old Sony Discmans, a Chinese company called FIO, F-I-I-O, is releasing a new portable CD player called the DM13. It plays CDs on the go with support for Bluetooth wireless headphones, 3.5mm wired headphones, and 4.4mm balanced wired headphones. It also has a USB connection to connect to a digital sound system. The battery gets about 8 hours of playback on a charge. It supports standard CDs as well as MP3, FLOC, WAV, AAC, and WMA audio files burned onto a CD-ROM. If FIO sounds familiar, the company also showed a portable cassette player at CES back in January. For more discussion of the tech news of the day, subscribe to dailytechnewsshow.com. That's where you can find show notes and links to all these headlines there as well. I'm Sarah Lane. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.